The voice is a bunch of muscles and habits. Singing isn't this static skill. There are muscles involved. There are certain kind of wirings in our brain, certain neurons firing in a certain way. And typically, the less you use them, the weaker these connections or the weaker these muscles will become. And so it's normal when you come back to singing, after years, of course, it's not going to be the way that it is. And so probably the first thing here is being a bit more patient with yourself and just easing yourself back into this journey. Maybe this is, starting with songs that are a bit easier in a slightly lower key, maybe going through some scales and kind of starting there, or even just scaling back how much you're practicing rather than going for hours and hours, going for 5 to 10 minutes and slowly ramping up yourself here. The reason why this is important is the last thing you want to do is be singing a song or a scale and then you're like, oh, I used to be able to do this, and you kind of push through it, you strain through it, and you kind of force your voice and try to make it happen. And what this can do is it starts to create, a cycle of frustration, but also, bad habits. You start to create bad habits that weren't there to begin with.